Welcoming you back to crypto's juiciest news, friends. Bitcoin continues at around $65,000 to $67,000. We're in that range here. We have taken a tiny bit of a pullback throughout this weekend, but it doesn't really matter because we have now officially, right, we're going to close in on that September monthly candle. Looks like it's going to be green, which is pretty much, we're like, thank the lucky stars. I mean, like, friends, if we were like, think about this, if we were down at $54,000 still, and then we like finished at the end of this month to 60K, we would be having a big fat giant celebration party right now. Like, I'll be playing the pump music. We're like, oh, we got it to 60K. But it's because we had like this big flush up to 66 straight away. Now we're sitting at 64. The things have slowed down. And of course, as you will get to see, friends, I hope you learned by now, with markets, you're trading emotions. You're trading emotions of people and how they feel. And yeah, you can only feel good for a certain amount of time before you start to feel bored, right? Okay, that's pretty much what it comes down to. Now, this is the Bitcoin price chart on the weekly. It is above the 21 EMA. Please don't do this, not financial advice, but if I was a leverage trade up, I'd be really hard long here, really hard long. And you know, friends, your friend Tommy doesn't talk like that, but yeah, I'd be really hard long. Why? It's because we had 5 fake outs. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we are on the 6th turn. Now, I wasn't looking for it. It's just like it's appeared, right? You just see, friends, I've been trading my whole life, so I see this stuff. I'm like, oh, look how many false signals there were. The next one's going to work. You just keep punting all in on the next one. It's just kind of funny. Now, we're going to move on to Ethereum because Ethereum must be doing better than what it is right now to actually show more kindness and friendship and reveal itself to be the altcoin king. But, you know, there's been a lot of PulseChain activity right now, which we're going to go through, friends. And pretty much it's going to steal the show again because, yeah, the rest of the crypto industry is not doing much, okay? It actually is not doing much. What are we waiting for? Well, we're going to move through October, friends. Remember, okay, you remember your friend told me what I told you? I told you with the macro data, you got to watch unemployment. And by you got to watch, don't worry about it, bro. We can't do anything. I was like, I need to see this and I need to see that. Bro, you can't do anything about the data. You literally can't do anything. Watch this and watch that. It's just, there's no free lunch, man. If the economy was really cracking, S&P 500, right, would not be where it is today. Trust me, you'd be scared of not just a crack, you'd be scared of like the whole waterfall landing on your head and pretty much getting destroyed. This does not look like an economy is about to crack. I'm just like, what the hell is going on, man? Just up only. So, friends, there you go. Well, remember my dark prophecy scenario, one of the key parts of it was, I just imagined a scenario where, okay, in our dark prophecy, where the stock market, okay, where it would go up and it couldn't make this new high by the end of this year, and then everyone would go up into 2025 expecting, now we're in 2025, everyone's expecting this, but we get that. That was my dark prophecy scenario. However, look what the stock market did. The stock market, actually, friends, why isn't the stock market down here? Why is it up here? Bit of the economy, and you got to capitulate, friends. AI is going at exponentially fast speed. Like, it is redonkulous. AI, friends, wiping out our industry, wiping out lawyers, wiping out so many things. It's going exponentially good. Do you remember, friends, when we're making large women breasts onto cartoon images just like 15 months ago, and then they had like 6 fingers on every hand. Now the fingers are gone. The fingers are fixed. We're making rap songs. Shout out to the great Cabal King. The great Ox, the great Mr. Ox, who made that Sami song Dominando, which I'm gonna play some cranky. We're gonna crank it a bit. So I mean, like, it's gonna get even exponentially better, and it really is ushering in the new internet technology wave. So I'm just going to tell you this, friends. Let me tell you something, okay? I watched a lot of documentaries, videos, all these book snippets about people who blew up shorting the internet tech stocks bubble, okay? I read a lot of stories. And trust me, before I even knew what crypto was, friends, I always, look, firstly, I never thought we would ever see anything like that again. I thought we'll never ever, because what do I know, right? And then crypto came along, and now we're actually feeling it. We're like, oh, we might actually get this, friends. We might actually get this. But let me tell you something. People thought it was done here. And look what ends up happening. It goes on for another 1.8 years, bro, and then it collapses. So, and I'm not joking. You know, around here, a lot of people, they started getting short. Like, it just, look at this, man. You're just watching this. You're like, it's too high. Pop. The Nasdaq went even bigger. So we are going to see that, and it's going to be scary, but hey, it's going to be fun as well. Crypto's going to moon. Now, you know what we're all waiting for, friends. Like clockwork, we're waiting for the Russell 2000 to finally do something. Still waiting around. It probably needs to see, be no confirmation around the US election. Maybe wants to see who's going to win. It could be what it's waiting for. And pretty much what you also want to see, friends, is like what it wants to see. What does the market want? It probably wants more confirmation of the unemployment not cracking. You remember, because I told you, a worker is very expensive to train and the cost and everything, right? So it's the last thing to go, okay? So if companies are just getting rid of workers, then the market's like, oh, crap, you guys are that bearish? We're out. We're out. That's why the unemployment rate keeps spiking up once that trend is in place. So that's what it's pretty much just waiting for. But yeah, it's not easy. It's not like you just go, you're not going to, it's kind of funny. It's so innocent. Bless your heart. Like you guys actually think the stock market is going to like give you 5 unemployment data readings, and now unemployment rate's 7% on the way to like the deepest, darkest recession. And you think the stock market and crypto are beaming at the highs, and you're like, oh, I get to get out now for free. What you'll find is 80% of the move is already done after like the first 1 or 2 bad unemployment data points. I'm not even joking. That's market just front runs it, man. There's no free lunch. You have to take the other side. If you think it's going to crack, you get out now. That's it. Not, oh, I'm going to wait for like, a couple of cracks. No. So this is the others BTC ratio, friends. Actually doing very, very nice. It's still rounding and curling up. Remember, go time doesn't officially start until we flip green on the weekly super trend. So it's what kind of makes me bullish, man, because if PulseChain starts moving up now, like the others BTC hasn't even flipped. That's great. So everything that happens above here, friends, becomes mania. All right. So we haven't even started this point yet. That's another nice way to think about it. Now, shout out to my friend, Mr. Dadi Wick. Okay. So he's got a clip here from Da Vinci, and they're in disbelief about the HEX move.
Yo hablo español también. Vamos. We should do the show in Spanish.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
So I'm not even sure if it's gonna hope it doesn't get flagged with the music, sir. But yeah, so he pretty much he says, hey, HEX is a meme coin, it's not serious, and they're looking at this big fat bubble. But just to let you know, friends, I'm in Da Vinci's Telegram. So Da Vinci was one of the first guys I found in crypto, because I was watching at the end of 2018, Crypto start talking about Da Vinci. He talked about Bitcoin at $1 and stuff. Now, Da Vinci, friends, his Bitcoin, he found out Bitcoin. He knows how to read code and stuff, and he believes like it's money, right? And yeah, it's pretty much the same as everything else. But you gotta remember, man, when you've been through like this is now going to be his 4th alt season wave. Okay, so he saw the 2013 thing. He saw 2017, 2021, so now we're on the 4th one for him. So you can't fault a guy for literally watching 80,000 coins appear and 80,000 go to zero. You can't expect him to now say, HEX will now be the world money. He's not going to say that, bro. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, what do you expect from him? What do you expect? By the way, I don't know how much he has now. He's got a lot of Bitcoin. He was mining it, friends. I remember one of his stories. He was mining it, and it was keeping his whole house warm in winter. That's how he was mining back in like 2011 or whatever. And yeah, I think he had a couple of thousand or something. But yeah, hopefully it's still there because he's in Dubai. Da Vinci, he partying around with some very suspicious individuals. I hope nothing bad happened, man. Now, what's going on with PulseChain? Because here's the funny thing, friends. Nothing else is actually moving except actually PulseChain. So it's not like we have it. It's not that we can't even cover everything else. Just that literally everything else is dead. Now, this was the amazing HEX Pump. Went all the way, did a 333% move. And now, like, no one cares about this. It's like 15% drop off. Now, this is obviously PHEX. You have 1.3 cents here. There's a lot of ground to be made from now on. And a beautiful part as well, right? Combined HEX, friends, has flipped green on the weekly super trend. Combined HEX, baby. That is really lovely to see. It's like leading the way. It's great. And I've got some posts here from Richard Hart later on. Also, Erection HEX, friends, started doing a nice move as well. Went up like 30% or something in a day. Now, the ratio is just hanging around here. And look, this is... I've got another post coming out later on, but I'll just tell you this now in case we don't get to it. When you see this ratio... Okay, when you are watching these ratios down here, friends, see down here, see these smackdowns. Let's go down here. See these smackdowns? These are bad, okay? Why were they bad? Now, they're not actually bad, but they were bad mentally because the ratios were going down because everything was going down. And one thing was just falling off the cliff harder than everything else. Now, this ratio drop is because PHEX was too strong on the way up. So you notice there's a switch now. Now there's ratios disconnecting because there's a spear giving confidence to everyone in one thing. And people are like not looking at something else. You see? So this is where the real power of ratios come out, because now you can really, really maximize your dip buys and everything else if you're getting in, and for everyone else. Not, they won't do it. Trust me, they're going to do it anyway. But I'm just telling you, this is the opportunity where the opportunity comes. Now, HEX PX ratio is around 0.25. Here's the thing, man. There's always people talking about, parity and all these other things. Like, who cares, man? Just like P to $1, dude. You don't need this to go to parity, man. I'm just telling you. What if PHEX goes on a super monstrous run and this thing goes all the way down here, and then you have a free money move up? You see what I mean? So you imagine PHEX just goes up so much and this thing just goes all the way down here. You can buy it at 10 to 1 again. This is 0.10. And then you just hold it. Everyone says it's dead. They probably make anti-SOMI videos for some reason and you just get up here. You get 4x on it. But you see what I mean? It opens up opportunity here and you're still within the same ecosystem. But it's nice that you don't have to leave the ecosystem for these. That's the best part about it. See? In ETH BTC, you got to move from one ecosystem to another. This is the PLS price chart, friends. Now, it is critical. You want to see friendship? We have to flip green on the weekly super chain here. This is about 0.6 day one sack. So we're almost there. We're almost there. And then good times are coming ahead. I mean, good times are already coming ahead. Like, I remember I told you, we were down here. Okay, we were down here. Let's look on a regular chart. We're down here. And I said, look, man, we're near the bottom. It could be the bottom now, but the bottom's a zone. Okay, so everyone was like, where's the bottom? Where's the bottom? Everyone was asking me, where's the bottom? Where's the bottom? I'm like, dude, just chill out, bro. I know what you want. You want V and then start going up. You don't get that, man. You don't get that in crypto. Crypto trades like a commodity where at the bottoms, there's too much supply, and at the tops, there's not enough supply. That's how they trade. So at the bottoms, it's rounded. It just dies forever. You never know it's going to go up. And then the tops have like extreme amounts of demand and not enough supply. It's all restricted. That's why you have the pointy tops and the blow-offs a lot of the time. Also, remember, PulseX is pretty much the same chart, friends. Same as Inc. PulseX, as you can see, has this high or low here. Look, I don't know if someone messed with the ratio. It could be that, or it could just be the buy and burn working, because the buy and burn fans, I mean, like, shout out to that buy and burn, most secret weapon of all. The buy and burn has bought and burnt now 4.99% of the total supply, user supply of PulseX. So it's beautiful. Of course, and like, it's still free money for everyone. Not financial advice. It's still free money, man. You get literally a 4x on your money. You get a 300% return. So you put in 10 grand, it becomes 40 grand when everyone else is break even. Let's just show you how far everyone is still offside in it. Now, the PulseChain ecosystem, there's a lot of things moving. As HEX went up, friends, you had the communists as well. This other secret weapon of HEX, that was pumping as well. And then you have Pika. See, all these things, friends, it's beautiful that these things start going up. But look, you can feel it now. HEX went up and it started dragging up Pulse. And we had pretty much a resurgence of confidence in the ecosystem. So when you look at the spear, you can have two views, right? You could believe just PLS is a spear, or just the core coins, they're the spear. But really, it doesn't matter. They're all bonded anyway. So it doesn't really matter your impact. It's just your expectation. It's nice to see that they all start moving up. This is obviously Pika on PulseChain. There's a PLS ratio. So it's moving out of this range. I'm also going to show you DickWifButt as well, friends. DWB. Remember all the FUD friends down here? It's the same thing, man. It's literally the same thing. This one hits a 90% down. And what does it do from the bottom? That guy, remember that guy capitulated at the bottom, friends? Wow, remember I told you that sir bought $14 worth of DickWifButt? He bought $14 down here. Man, this guy is up. He's up 335% already. 4x. I guarantee he's kicking himself. He's like, why didn't I put in more? Every time, one of you guys, by the way, every single time, you just make a good trade like that, it literally, like clockwork, I already say in my mind, okay, someone in the next 28 days is going to come back in the Telegram and tell me or DM me and saying, hey, I bought the low, 14 bucks. I was meant to use 280, but I was too scared, so I just used 14. And I say, you know what? You learned, though. That was the most important experience. You learned because, one day you're going to be so rich that you're going to be doing like a $14,000 clip. you know, like, and hopefully next year or in the next cycle, right? And so your 4x gain on that, you're going to make like 30, 40, 50K on these because you have enough confidence to do that. So as you can see, friends, it's the same thing, man. And look, yeah, the FUD, oh, this is actually a very, very nice chart. Hello, look at you. Look at you. So why is it easy? Why, people say, why is this easy? Why is it PulseChain? Why is it so easy? Blue ocean, man. We know who everyone is. There's a limited amount of characters in our ecosystem, and everyone's very vocal and they communicate. So it's very easy and transparent. You can literally see it, friends. It's like you're in a playground. Okay, you can literally see. You can see the swings. You see the kids going around. Oh, there's the bully scammers. Don't talk to them. You can see that. In Ethereum and Soylana, you can't see that, man. They're all spamming the airwaves. There's a cabal everywhere. And that's why, like, you just know, just type in DWB. Hey, this meme was funny last month. Why isn't it funny now? Oh, because the price went down? Well, guess what? I bet it's going to be funny if Bitcoin goes to 150K again. That's what I want you to think about. That's how I've learned now, just to give you some friendship. Forget about the price of your coin. Think about, can your coin be funny if I put Bitcoin up 2x higher, right? So, okay, you know the FUD, friends, when DickWifButt DWB, right, when it was going down here, okay, let's go on a daily. Remember, you had the 9mm staking. This guy, I don't know why this. Oh, bro, why were you selling this? Remember, friends, I literally made my video saying, this is every trader knows this, even investors as well. You want to make the most money as a swinger or an investor or whatever, you buy the blood of stuff that was on the outskirts of the core problem. Okay, that's how you make the most money. So DickWifButt, friends, had nothing to do with 9mm staking, but people were like, I hate Tangang. Let me throw every Tangang coin out. And it's kind of funny. I'm just like, wow. Because this ecosystem didn't exist 2 years ago. I'm like, wow, this ecosystem exists. We have all these thousands of people, and they're all doing the exact same things as we see happening in Bitcoin, in Ethereum, in the stock world, in commodities. It's the same thing everywhere. Isn't it funny how we all act of our emotions. Emotions aren't changing. And I was like, I don't think it's funny anymore. Okay, you know who else thinks it's funny though? The guy who literally bought your blood is up 2.8x on his pulse already. So that'd be great. And these are the type of stuff you got to look for, friends. And by the way, that's happened with zombie virus. Oh, there's a zombie virus. And you're like, okay, what the hell has that got to do with Bitcoin? But you can always psych yourself out. I'm just, you know what I mean? Like, friends, it's going to be something like, oh no, a Chinese bank is going down and it's going to send China into a recession. So all Chinese bank stocks go down, and then all the other country stocks go down, and then maybe your altcoin is down 40% of the day. Bro, what does my altcoin, what does Pikachu and his friendship with the pineapple guy have anything to do with his shitty Chinese bank that was running a Ponzi from day one? It should not be down 40% of the day, okay? Now, I say this with confidence, but when it's happening, you're like, this better not be the end of the world. My friends, go read every great investor. They always say the same thing. They're like, as soon as I clicked in or I bought in, I had this panic, this feeling in my stomach. I'm like, oh crap, it could really be over right now. And they say, when I look back on every 10-year period of my career, the biggest money I ever made was those swallow everything moments. They all say that. Not just Warren Buffett. Every single great investor. They go, oh yeah, once every 5 to 10 years, everything poops itself and I really think it's over and the news is so believable. But if I just swallow everything and buy, they actually end up being huge returns for me, right, going forward. So that's what we want to get to. Now, I have this HEX chart, friends. This is HEX from Ethereum. And I just have this U-turn out here. I don't want to get basically just too funny about that, but I'm hoping it can do this nice reversal of this little trend line. Just do another 2x here and then basically change the shifting here. But friends, I want you to know, okay, when it comes to this, still down 99.34%. And everyone's going to be posting that chart, but just note, okay, so everyone in PulseChain, when you see this chart, I don't want you to think, oh, let's get upset. Oh, it's the wrong chart and stuff. Like truck them. Truck them. Don't worry about them, okay? The more people put that chart, it's showing you there's still hatred there. Now, I know most people just want, hey, stop hating me, stop hating me. But friends, like, take a seat in my squeaky chair, dude. Like, get used to it. Who the hell cares what they are? And by the way, in markets, now you can actually profit off their hatred. Because now, as long as people hate, friends, basically what they're saying is, I see value there deep down, but I hate you so much, I refuse to price it in. All right? So we start in hate. Then we move to dislike. Okay? Dislike. So what's a dislike? The dislike, what you're going to see, friends, is, so if HEX goes, let's say even if EHEX, friends, if EHEX, and this is PHEX as well, let's say they just both do like another 400% move, okay? They both go up. Let's say EHEX is now 1.6 cents. I guarantee you, friends, Eric Wall, he's going to draw this chart and he's going to say, hey, man, you're actually still down 97% from the top on this. You're still down there. That's what they're going to say. That is them moving from hatred to dislike, okay? That's like a disbelief. It's like, yeah, I guess I see the value, but you're still down. I still don't like you. You're still not worth it. Then it becomes neutral, okay? And that's when they should be going all in. Some of them do, but they don't. They wait. That's when no one buys at neutral, right? They wait for the like, which comes next, and then the love. Okay, when they love and they're like, it's God tier status, that's when we look, maybe this Richard Hart tattoos top signal. Just as a guess, okay? So when we see friends, it's like, oh, this chart's down, or whatever, like, yes, that's your signal telling you should be doing like friends. You should be putting your hands together, going like, thank you, God, we are still cheap. We are still cheap and still undervalued because the market's not pricing it in yet, friends. The last thing you want to see is a Soylana girl's house treatment on HEX. Can you imagine a girl was like doing this? Right, this, friends. Just imagine you were getting this in your coin.
2 coffees and a beer. Now I'm here. Soylana breakpoint. It's that time of the year. More and more.
Sell. Yeah. Sell. Oh my God. I'm just telling you right now, like, all these warning signals. Multiple outfits. Singing. Dressing up, glitters, friends. Is actually, look at this. It's the glitter flare, the fairy effect. Okay, build. Nah, it should be, friends. It should literally be saying sell. The new internet, friends. So, look, it's very hard for people to get it because everyone is used to following the crowd their whole life. But in markets, once again, I repeat to you, there's a limited number of currency units. And when all the currency units in any economy, even a crypto digital economy, when all of them start to stack something, it's reflected in the price. And because everyone's in, they're now happy. And they're all cheering. And they're like, Soylana breakpoint, it's the time of the year. They start singing like that. And they're like, hey, you're too poor to stay in the Soylana. Woo, you're too poor. So that's what the type of stuff they start doing, man. That's Bitcoin laser eyes in 2021. You understand? That is Nayib Bukaki saying, I am buying Bitcoin naked in 2021. Remember, he was buying the dip? You see, that's the type of stuff going out there. Okay, in 2017, you had I'm gonna eat my willy. John McAfee, rest in peace. These types of things, they appear, they're like unicorns. Okay, like you're peeling back the bushes. Okay, you're on, Lost. You ever watch Lost? Our Friends Island, peeling it back, and you see the black smog monster. Yes, well, this is it. They actually appear. Like, it's Ty Lopez coming out. Knowledge, Olympus DAO, knowledge, NFTs. I'm like, bro, who the hell are you? Okay, they do appear, and when they appear, be careful. All right. Now, I'm not saying Soylana ecosystem's gone to zero. Just telling you, you've been running up for 12 months. And yeah, look, friends, okay, some of you got a $3.25 million clip. All right, you're going to be happy with another 2 or 3x. You don't mind making more ETH value because you didn't give a crap. Okay, but I know most of you guys don't have a $3.25 million clip. You have to take on more risk going out here, and you want to be in a blue ocean area. Okay, so if you want to take more risk, you want to be in an area where there's a lot of sharks or there's less sharks. Okay, PulseChain's a blue ocean area. You can take a lot of risk on the altcoins and meme coins there. And by the way, look at this genius marketing stuff we have. These 2 random Mexican girls. Okay, so I remember replying to it. Oh, of course we have everyone replying. Ah, yes, this is a man's hand. I know, sirs. I know. It's hard to pick these days. It's really hard to pick, So you have this type of marketing going on. You're not giving up, bro. I just showed you a 99% chart. I literally just showed you there's a 99% chart, and we're still got marketing things like this. HEX was split into 2 coins because it was too powerful to be one alone. It was chosen by the market. That's a better Bitcoin. I love this next part. HEX will be $153 when it flips gold. And that's actually the real number, by the way. If you want to know, HEX, flipping gold, why? Because Richard updated the website, right? So he says, yes, HEX, gold store of value, there is, 17 trillion there. Okay, sweet. That's our target. By the way, you want that, friends. You want that. Don't listen. I know there's going to be like a 15-page essay from someone going, dude, you don't want that. You don't want that, okay? Do you want to be playing in a football team where the captain's like, hey, guys, if we come top 8, we're going to do very well? No, I don't want to be with that guy. I want to be with the guy saying, we are going to come first. We're here to play to win. You understand? You put your body on the line 100%. You're going to win, okay? We're here to win. We're warriors. I want to be with that guy. I want to be with a leader who says, we're taking it to the top. I want to be with a company, Elon Musk, who says, I'm going to flip the oil industry. I want to be long that guy. I don't want to be the guy going like, well, golly gee, if we just eat our crackers, we're going to be great. You know what I mean? I don't want to be with that guy. HEX did a 10,000x in 2021 bull market. And by the way, friends, doesn't matter how you spin it. It's great marketing, okay, as soon as it goes up. Did a 10,000x because people are like, what? Yeah, it literally did a real 10,000x. And its market cap at the bottom was 5 million and its market cap at the top was 50 billion. So it did a 10,000x. And then if you did short-term staking, really, like to be truthfully, you got actually like an 18,000x when you think about it. Now, friends, I'm going to make another full dedicated video because we got to go through this again. Went through it a year and a half ago. The real secret weapon of PulseChain, friends, is actually... It's actually the PulseX buy and burn, okay? And Richard Hart has actually made a full post about it. So he's just basically, friends, and I'll just summarize it here for you. He goes, summarize it for you. Okay? Too long, didn't read. He goes, I'm surprised at how much the buy and burn function people execute is eating up the PulseX supply. He just says that. But this is in what you got to know this. Right now, let's actually go to Pulse. Let's go to Go Pulse website. You can see the market cap for PulseX is $662 million. Okay, 662. That is user supply market cap, 662 million. So if I tell someone, hey, you can make 100x from today, right? If you do 100 times that 662 million, you end up at 66 billion with a B. 66 billion. What I'm going to do now, because we've been waiting like 3.5 years just to do stuff like this, okay? What I'm now going to do is actually go to the chart. I'm actually going to show you what a 66x rally would look like. Wow! Bang! Okay, that's what it would look like. It would be 21x day one sack. Wee, wee, wee! 21x day one sack right here. Okay. Now, you see this distance. This is what it looks like on a linear chart, by the way. Oh, my God. I hope we get that, man. I hope we get that. Now, up here, friends, remember, your 60 billion market cap. But in that world, you have 60 billion market cap. Your bid, your liquidity is around 600 million. 300 to 600 million. Okay, so why people get confused is they go, wait a minute. How do we, people always ask this question, the wrong question, okay? They ask, how do we get 60 billion into this ecosystem? You don't need 60 billion, just like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is like 1.25 trillion. For Bitcoin to add $1 trillion market cap and go to around 100K-ish, you don't need to add $1 trillion from the economy. You only need to add around 20 to $40 billion net. Okay, now there's people selling along the way, but I mean net in the pool. So if everyone in Bitcoin agreed not to sell, if you put in like 20 to $40 billion buy order, that's where you push it up to 100K, okay? Net spot buying. Okay, so with PulseX, friends, to do 100x, you can actually find it from exactly today. To do 100x, you can go to gopulse.com, which I just showed you, and you can go to the liquidity tab, which is what I have right here. You see how PulseX is 55 million? Well, you just divide it by 2, right? Because you have the bid. You have like 28 million on the bid, 28 million on the ask, okay, which is the ones to sell, which are sitting on the sell. So you've only got to do 10 times the 28 million, and you have 100x, which is 280 million. There you go. So if Richard or anybody just wanted PulseX to go up by itself, not HEX, PHEX, Inc, Pulse, nothing. Okay, you just wanted PulseX to go up 100x by itself. You just need 280 million. I don't just need, but that's why the buy and burn becomes effective and helpful. So what I do is, friends, I add up all the numbers for Pulse, HEX, PulseX, and Inc. And I add them all up into one as everything, like one boat, and we try to figure out, okay, how much money needs to be added. And there's more than enough, man. There's more than enough when it comes to the PulseX treasury. But once again, I just got to balance it out a bit. It doesn't mean it's just willy-nilly you get it 100%. You need the market to accept that price. All right? You need it to accept that price. So maybe you need a mania on Bitcoin. Maybe you need a Bitcoin 150, 200K. Maybe you need Ethereum 10K. So Ethereum at 7 to 10K, it's not just that the PulseChain sacrifice wallet is going to have the money there. It's the price sentiment associated with it. It's people are so bullish on crypto as a whole and AI and tech and stuff in the world that you're not going to have the rectum Rochelle's dumping immediately, like every 2 seconds, just to like extract liquidity. Okay, and trust me, friends, I know there's like everyone's got like, yeah, big wallets. Anyone can send any coin to zero if they want to do. Friends, Michael Saylor could send Bitcoin to zero if he wanted to. At this point, he could just go smack it out, right? He's got like 230,000. There's not that much on the bid. There's only like 16,000 on the bid, I think, for Bitcoin in around a 2% spread. So yeah, so Michael Saylor could literally just come in and just absolutely wreck it if you wanted to. Same as Satoshi's. Satoshi's got 5% on supply. Okay, so, and that's just exiting in like, immediately. So that's really, now you have the full scope of just how little money is needed. But of course, it's that price sentiment. You're like, man, I don't even need all the money. I just want it to move in that direction. Well, hopefully it's all coming right now, friends. This is why we have the PulseChain core coins, just all this nice green and everything moving around and all these market caps. So yes, you always hear market cap doesn't matter. Look, to be honest, friends, look, you can't trade off market cap, but I've shown you examples. Cardano peaked at 100 billion. Binance peaked at 100 billion. Doge peaked at 85 billion. Soylana peaked around 80 billion last cycle. Okay, so, and XRP peaked around 90 billion with a B. And by the way, I think in Ethereum's first cycle, its first big top out wave was 100 billion as well. So I remember I found 6 examples. Luckily, I remember this all for you, right? So 6 examples where, I don't know why, the different coins, different communities, one's Doge, one's XRP, right? So different coins, different communities. BNB had like the buy and burn happening, that doing in the background. And that still the market went to 100 billion and then it ran out of buyers up there. So it's something interesting to think about. But luckily for you and me, friends, luckily for you and me, PulseChain is only like 900 million PLS. So we've got 100x to go, man. Okay, you're like, oh, Sammy, what if it doesn't need 100 billion? What if we have to divide it by 3? Please tell me what planet you live on where 30 times your money is not enough. Please tell. I want to know what planet you live on, okay? Because there's a lot of crack on that planet, okay? A lot of crack. How is 30 times your money is small? Friends, even if it's 10, I already told you, man. Like, friends, in crypto, remember, when DaVinci J15 was in, they were putting in $50, $20. It was full-on gambling, okay? That's when Crypto Kobe, he put in like 400 pounds. Now he's got billions. He made billions. He's made billions from 400 pounds, okay? His first altcoin he bought, he got 100x on Bitcoin in a weekend. I think 100x. And then he sold that. And then he made 100 times on the Bitcoin, literally. He sold that. He bought his second altcoin called like Quark. I forgot what the name was. Some Quark thing. And then literally he did a 28x over a Saturday and a Sunday. And he got out. But he literally, first coin does 100x against Bitcoin. So you put in like, you put in, that's crazy, man. You put in 1 Bitcoin. Now you got 100 BTC. Now, of course, Bitcoin back then is only like, $20 or whatever. But he kept it, right? And then after that, you have... the next one he puts it in, he gets 28 times on the weekend. So different times. And yes, see, back then they're putting in a couple of £100, right? A couple of $100. Now it's different, friends. Now, see, in the stock market, people have their whole life savings and no one bats an eyelid. Of course, there's people, if you're 55 years old, you got like 30 years of your working money in the stock market. Yeah, your pension, your superannuation, all these other things. Everyone's got all their life savings in the US stock market and it's worth it. Because, it's the best companies in the world. But crypto is no longer a let's risk 1 day of income type of gambling thing. It went from 1 day, then people were risking about a month in 2017. So people were putting in like $2,000 to $3,000, you know, of their income, right? So it's about 1 month of income back in 2017. Well, you noticed in 2021, friends, people then increased it to about 6 months. I've noticed that the people who win, this is I've got to tell you about the people who win their average clip size. They weren't doing 1 month back in 2021 in terms of the people who made it. So having like $3,000 back in 2021, it was enough to help your lifestyle a bit, but it wasn't enough to really change everything. You need to put like 6 months in. And all those people, friends, you remember like Gunther from the PulseChain community did like 8 rugs and disappeared. He DCA'd for a whole year into HEX. So let me show you the chart. This is what he actually did. So this is how he got 280 million HEX. So he was literally DCA buying HEX, this whole thing. Literally 60 grand worth, I think right here. He was just DCA buying every single week. Every single week. DCA, 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 DCA. And then look what ended up happening. You have the monster pop. He ended up getting a 50x on that. So yeah, that's how you got that, right? Now though, 6 months, it's still good. But this is the important thing. For most coins, 6 months would only still be good if no coin diminishes from 2021. And we got altcoin dispersion. I think they can, like, it's, how can they can't make the same amount of returns, friends. Like, otherwise crypto, it just becomes too big. It flips the size of the economy of China. Maybe we can only get half that. They're talking about 10 trillion versus 20 trillion market cap. So what you actually find now is people are probably going to change their lives. They're probably moving more towards 1 or 2 years living expenses, because people have stacked it from last cycle. So now if you need $40,000 a year to live, many of you, I've noticed, yeah, you got about a year's living expense in, and it's normal. It's normalized. As crypto, because, you know, you get, eventually, friends, crypto is going to be as big as the stock market, and everyone's going to have all their life savings in it, because there's buy and burns and utility, and it's going to be a different world, okay? It's not going to be what it is right now. So that's what we're moving towards. And if you can front run them, you win. So that's why you really got to go all in. So that's why we're really pushing the envelope here. We're not just, you know, my ultimate bull market strategy guide, friends. Going on chain, yeah, it's good, but it's not enough. Now we need to find active communities, do all the hard work and research to find everything else out here. But now you can see the real power of crypto, because even a 10x, if you've invested 1 year of living expenses, you get 10 years, man. Yeah, you got to pay a third to tax, but you can live off the yield. Like, it's a big help. It's a big help. You just got to wait one more cycle. And it's nice because, like, if you have 7 years of living expenses, you're just earning yield on that in the background. You got to play for that next cycle. You don't need much in the next cycle. I mean, hell, you could be buying Bitcoin or Ethereum, make like a 2 or 3. Now you're up to 20 years of income. So what I've done is I'm just showing you the path that everything's going on. By the next cycle, I don't think it's going to be easy to retire just with 1 year living expenses in. I don't think that's going to be the norm. It'll be people who, they're doing what they do to Bitcoin now. You know, in Bitcoin now, friends, what do people do? They have all their portfolio. There's a lot like this. I'm a Wall Street guy. Did anyone tell you I'm a Wall Street guy? Those guys, they have like 20 years. There's a lot of 40, 50-year-old dudes. They have like 20 years of their stock portfolio savings, and they've got like some gold and bonds and stuff. What they're doing is, of the 20 years, they're going aggressive. So what they're doing is they're putting in like 4 to 5 years worth in Bitcoin. That's what they're doing, right? So, but think about this: if you have 4 to 5 years invested, right, and they were buying Bitcoin at like 20 to 40K, yeah. So if they do a 5x on that, they're like, oh, I made 25 years worth of living expenses. Did I ever tell you I was a Wall Street guy? I'm beating Wall Street. You see what I mean? But they're in the 5-year investment spectrum. Imagine I told you, hey, to make it in altcoins, you got to invest 5 years of your living expenses. What that means is our market caps are so big, you're not going to get massive amounts. It could, like, I'm hoping, man, I pray for this every day, and I like green candles for us. That would literally be like, just if you're in PulseChain community, or ChainLink, it'd be like ChainLink is now $300, and you're like, you're praying for $1,000, right, in like a cycle or two. Or maybe HEX is like $1.50, and you're praying and playing for like the $5 zone. You see, that's what you're in that next cycle. That's what Bitcoin is at now. Okay, so that's why we're still early, but no one believes until the prices are up, because everyone comes in along the risk curve, friends. That's what I want to tell you, right?
I wanna be the very best that no one ever was.
So if you want to be the best, you know the formula now. And look, there's no free lunch. You have to go harder than everyone else. That's it. You have to go all in. You really got to go all in, friends. Don't forget, in 2020, there was a man named Sir Ivan the Great. He's a technologist. Now, Ivan, I never forget this, friends. I couldn't believe it because going all in crypto was seen as like a degenerate thing. And it was like, hey, go all in. Like it was really, there was all the Bizanacci memes. This is back in 2020, okay? In the zombie virus days. But Ivan, friends, was literally, he was spamming everyone here. He's like, you have to go all in on crypto. Get a job. Come and learn this education. Understand the blockchain. And he just kept yelling this every day. Go all in. Go all in. Go all in. Pressing the button. Go all in. And I just kept hearing it. And it hit me differently. You want to know why? Because I'm sitting on a squeaky chair. And I'm like, you know what? You look like a sharp dude. And you have like a clean shaven baby face. And you're like 7 feet tall, and you have like a business, and you have employees, and he's saying Bitcoin is global neutral money, and you have to go all in. And I'm like, my brain, it's conflicting here because this guy, he doesn't, you know what I mean? He's a bit straight, you know what I mean? He's not, you know what I mean? He's not, like, maybe he'd spend a weekend with the boys, you know what I mean? But it hits differently when you hear it like that. But this is now me, friends. I've taken the baton, which is my cigar prop. And I'm now passing the cigar prop to you. Let's make it a green candle, friends. I'm taking the baton from Sir Ivan, and I'm handing it over to you. Okay, so I'm telling you, you got to go all in. You want to make it, you got to go all in. And there's just too many signs saying this thing's unkillable, friends. TRON came back. TRON, okay? Oh, that's what I'm going to end this video with you, okay? We're gonna look at it again, but can you freaking believe, friends? I can't believe what type of fantasy world we're living in where TRON came back. TRON, friends. TRON. Justin Sun, whatever you think about Richard Hart being a scammer, multiply it by 8. That's what Justin Sun's image, public image, viewed out by the public was. And how do you think everyone felt about Justin when his coin, right, if you go back to 2021, bro, he missed the whole DeFi bull market. He literally missed DeFi. TRON had no gaming. TRON basically, friends, TRON chain, if you look at it here, TRON was just Chinese gambling. I'm not joking. That's all it was. Chinese, like, it's kind of funny though. Some of you Asian dudes, man, you guys love to punt, okay? You guys love to punt. Friends, they're playing, you ever play, you know, like literally lottery machines at like the RSL club, whatever? They're playing the online crypto versions of them where it just spins like the wheel. You know, it's like you're programmed to lose, but they just love punting. So that's all TRON had. And he missed the whole bull market. He missed gaming, DeFi, NFT. Remember, Justin has no streaming, so all that type of money went to Cordanzo, Charles Hoskinson. And just when you thought it was all over, look at this, bro. It actually came back. So that's why I now can give you enough confidence to tell you we have enough examples. We know it's possible. As long as people don't abandon, you'll make it. You'll pretty much make it. Now, how much you make it? Well, it's completely up to you, friends. How much risk do you want to take? Okay, so some people got 10 years in crypto and they don't give a shit because they know it's the future. They know it's the future. And by the way, all those Bitcoin guys, if you make like 1,000x or 100x and you're still holding, yeah, they believe. But now it's up to you. It's up to you and how much you want to take it from here. We're starting to heat up in the bull market. And yes, I know all your energy and your passion, it's going to start reverberating out to family, friends, because you're going to show them your portfolios, man. Some of you guys got like 30 grand. You're going to be up to 300. And you'll be like, hey, guess who doesn't have to work for the next 8 years? Then they're in. And once they're in, they can come, help create the top. Hopefully your 10 years becomes like a 30 years worth of payment. And so begins the next cycle, friends. And I will pass the baton on to somebody else. Like, subscribe, baby button all. Don't forget he loves you. Catch you soon.